So this is the nurses' changes. We're going to go over it and talk about things and be analytical with it. I'll go quicker this time though, because we've already said this. So for the past few moments, we've been reviewing the nurse and her add-ons. We're pleased to say that these changes will be available in the upcoming mid-chapter update. We would like to take a moment. Sit right there. See, always goes into my head. I have to try and ignore it and then try and move past. Seriously, I'm kidding with that. I'd like to take a moment to share some insight into the thought process behind them, which we're talking about, like they're having to explain all this. There were several things we wanted to address when revisiting the nurse. First, all killers should have 4 common, 5 uncommon, 5 rare, 4 very rare, and 2 ultra rare add-ons. The nurse previously did not meet this condition as she was created before this standard was put in place. As we were talking about, there's other killers after her which don't have this, so it once again, it is weird that they talked about it. Many of her add-ons also had downsides or effects that hindered players' muscle memory, causing them to be very rarely used. Others had unintended side effects that made them much stronger than intended, notably the range add-ons, which in turn granted reappearance speed, sometime referred to as Mega Blink. Slightly don't understand that still. The range add-on did not just grant reappearance speed, whatever that is. The Omega Blink, because they said referred to as Omega Blink, it's like did they understand what Omega Blink gave you range, it gave you speed to get there, and it also gave you it gave you speed of the hand. So if you went half the distance, the charge, it gave you faster charge and gave you speed. It gave you everything. That's why it was a Mega Nurse, and a lot of nurses used that. And that wasn't nurse, that was broken nurse. And a lot of nurses used it, which I think was one of the big misconceptions with nurse. Because I'd go against an Omega Nurse and I'd see my chat be like, oh my god, nurse is so bullcrap. And I'd be like, guys, it's a Mega Nurse, that's not nurse. But whatever. We wanted to bring these add-ons up to our recent standards and introduce new and fun effects for players to experiment with. In the process, we've also made a few adjustments made to her base power. Oh yeah. Previously, the nurse could double blink, go through fatigue, then immediately double blink again. After going through fatigue, but you know. Dika, thank you for the 12 bits. Del's a joke. I mean, it's easier, this. So it's funny how they say go through fatigue as if that's nothing. Like, that was something. Like, the smartest thing would have been just to make fatigue longer. That would have been it. And that would have been annoying. It would have hurt her a lot, but it wouldn't have been as drastic as this seems. Which we'll see in the PTB, how drastic it is, I'm pretty sure. And there's an idea... I guess I'll talk about after. Okay, so then immediately double blink again. This did not leave the survivors with much of an opportunity to break line of sight. A recharge mechanic for blink charges has been added to limit how quickly she can perform multiple blinks. Rather than immediately receiving all the blink charges following fatigue, so she still gets fatigued, she will instead regain charges one at a time. Each charge takes 3 seconds, starting from the beginning of a fatigue. This time can be reduced through add-ons. So she blinks, and then blinks, and she misses, and she's fatigued, and now she waits 3 seconds to just get 1 blink, and then another 3 seconds to get 2 blinks. So she has 6 seconds to get 2 blinks again, but she's also really slow. So what I'm thinking, baby, one second, I'm in train of thought. So what I was thinking is,
Did I do it?
yeah, when I'm in train of thought, just let me do it. What I was thinking is, once you blink twice and then you're in fatigue, and you've missed a survivor, if they keep running forward and you have to wait 3 seconds to get 1 blink, 6 seconds to get 2 blinks, can you actually catch a survivor up who's just running straight forward? Just thinking about the analytics of it. Could you catch up to a survivor running just straight forward after you've missed 1 attack? That's just a speculation. You might be able to. I want to practice that. I'm going to get Kat in Kill Your Friends when the PTB happens, just to test that one thing, because that's the one thing on my mind at the moment. You would think so. Her range isn't too far. The fatigue is 3 to 6 seconds will break this. Yeah, it's going to really be insane. But yeah, what's up, Emma?
The funny thing is just, I see they say the survivors didn't have much of an opportunity to break line of sight.
Mm-hmm. But that's what fatigue will for.
But it's the same. after the 2 blinks and she fatigues, then she can see where you're running anyways. So
Yeah, true.
That doesn't change the line of
No,
sight.
no, it doesn't. That's true. The fatigue would have, which would have been the smarter change.
That's just a really, really bad way of saying
Yeah,
it.
no, that's true. Yeah, it doesn't change anything. It just makes it so you can see them but can't get them.
Exactly.
Let's see. Okay, so there were more here, but yeah, that's one thing I'm thinking. So Youch, you've got a really slow killer, and you have to wait for your blinks. God, you're gonna have to be godlike. I mean, even then, like the thing is, even if you are quite solid with her, do you even have enough map pressure anymore? Because every single time you blink, you have to wait minimum of 3 seconds before you can blink again. How is that going to be for map pressure? Especially big maps. Like, how's she going to get around? Pressure gens, by the way. All right, let's see. I think the best way to play her with this new update will be slugging and camping, which is not a style I like. But I don't see her being able to multiply chase around big maps and apply pressure and all this kind of stuff. But I guess we'll see. PTB. Takes 3 seconds. This can be reduced through add-ons. I think the highest it reduces it is 0.9 seconds, but we'll get onto that. The timing of the visual effects. Oh, this is another thing. Like, even if that wasn't like enough, the timing of the visual effects for the blink reappearance have been adjusted so that the nurse becomes visible just before the end of the blink. This allows the players to react appropriately and avoid situations where they are hit or blocked by a collision of the nurse before they can see her. What that's saying is you'll see the nurse before she's even there. You'll see before she's even there. You know where she's going before she does. So pretty much Dead Hard will be 100% effective. And you'll know kind of like when she's trying to mind game you and stuff, you'll be able to see where she's going to like appear. Not like as soon as she's blink. Well, I don't know how long we'll see in the PTB, but you're going to see like where she's going to be.
Yeah, you just fatigued first.
What?
You have to be fatigued as well. Oh my god, oh, she's going to be so horrible.
Well, it's speculation, but yeah,
Oh my god.
they've really knee-jerked, which I said, told you so.
Who's my baby?
And the sad thing is, at the highest level play, Nurse No Add-ons base was actually quite an interesting game. As long as they weren't like camping, slugging, which is born with every killer, it was actually quite an interesting game. There were a lot of skill involved, but whatever. We've removed the blink accuracy stat. Blink accuracy stat was functional, but its values were so small, its effect was hard to notice. Blink accuracy would place you randomly around the position you blink to. That's fair enough. No, it didn't do anything. I agree. All right, so the add-ons. So yes, so far, potentially you can just run in a straight line once she misses one attack. Potentially, we need to test that. And the survivors see where you're blinking before you even do. So mind games are going to be really difficult. Yeah. Spirit will be next, I think. I called this, and I'm calling the Spirit. And then Billy. You'll see. Probably a cooldown on his chainsaw, I could imagine. Dika, thank you for the 5 bits. When is this coming? We've got PTB today, and we'll be checking out. Aha, thank you for the 200 bits. Hey, bro. Little late, can you explain how they nerfed the nurse? It's going to be on YouTube. That's why I've got no music and things, so I can upload it to YouTube and everyone can see, okay? I'm just going to read all the way through it and you know. At least Berkling, the 10 months. How's the nurse ever going to catch up fast enough? That's the thing. That's what I'm thinking. How's the nurse ever going to catch up fast enough? Every time you blink, you got to wait for your blinks. And after the first hit, they get a sprint burst. Yeah, I didn't even think about the hit. Ouch. I didn't think about that. Yeah, when you hit them, they're going to get a sprint burst. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm going to test. But it's looking like you can just run straight forward for a while, just to waste time, just for free. Okay, so add-ons. A lot of these add-ons, just FYI, are actually nerfs for some reason. You'd think the add-ons would be actually buffs, but they're quite nerfy. And a lot of them are kind of just like, hey, this is shit, but get more points. So, hey. So, common, white Nickcomb. Oh, wait, first, every single nurse add-on has been altered in some way. The new effects of the add-ons are following. White Nickcomb decreases the length of a blink attack by 50%. Huge nerf. That's kind of probably, I had to guess, like the hag coming out of her traps and lunging straight away. So using that one, your lunge will be halved. But it increases blood point rewards for blink attacks by 100%. Metal Spoon, hitting a survivor with a blink attack causes the sound of pain to be moderately louder for 60 seconds. Cool. Wooden Horse reduces extra fatigue from a missed blink by 50%. So that's 0.5 seconds. So it takes 0.5 seconds off the fatigue. Something what you might use. Played Flannel. Rarity changed from very rare to common. The blink indicator placement has been improved and will now stay visible until the nurse has reached her destination. It was previously not visible while blinking. That could be strong, potentially. It's going to give you more of an idea of exactly where you're blinking without the muscle memory. I guess we'll see. I mean, yeah, but them two, not too bad. They're not too bad. Uncommon, Dull Bracelet. Decreases maximum blink distance by 20%. Jay Barrow, think of the $10. So what do you think will be the first killer now? Spirit? Yeah, Spirit's best. I said that, didn't I? I said soon to be best, remember? I called all this shit. Can Torig no, thank you for the tier 2. Appreciate it, man. Like, you know, I'm not wanting people to say told you so, but this is like, it's very hard not to say it. Very hard. Like, but look at that. So base nurse blink distance wasn't really that amazing. It was okay and it was doable, but it wasn't that amazing. This decreases the blink distance by 20% and gives you increased point reward for precise blink by 100. Like, ouch. Also, looking at this, I can see how many meters the maximum blink is. 4 meters is 20%. So that's 20 meters, right? 20 meters is her maximum blink distance. There you go. Good to know. 20 meters. That's her maximum. And that's after 3 seconds. How could you work this out? You could work this out with analytics, but you need to know like how far you can travel, how many meters you can travel per second. Is that what the thing is when it says 4.3 ms? I think that's meters per second, isn't it? Wait, we can actually work this out. Shit. Wait, we can actually work this out. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, isn't it? Okay. It's gonna be hard though, just doing it like off the cuff, trying to think. Let's just do the survivor. Oh, but then they've got the sprint burst on it as well, because when you hit them, they get a sprint burst. Damn. Okay, let's just see how far. I put killers. 6 meters per second for sprint burst. Okay, the speed of a running survivor is 4 meters per second, right? So that's 12 meters in 3 seconds. Okay, so you might, but that's not including the fatigue. I'm just thinking, wow. Just thinking about just running forward after they've missed an attack. It's actually right on the brink, innit, of your max blink. Is it? Wait, 3 seconds? Yeah, that's only 1 blink. So, wait. So, in 6 seconds, you get 2 blinks. But in 6 seconds of a survivor running, that's 24 meters ahead of you. So you can blink 20, and then they're probably 28, and then you need to get them in that last. Wow, it's so tight, isn't it? I think you can catch up to them. Looking at the analytics there, I think you can catch up to them. We'll see. Anyway, we'll go back to this. I was just checking out the speeds. Okay, so Bad Man Keepsake. Rarity change from common to uncommon. Hitting a survivor with a blink attack causes their aura to be revealed when healing or being healed. So nurses. For 60 seconds. I don't know, man. Like... and it's for 60 seconds. They're not going to heal instantly after being hit either. So you'll probably get, like... not much use of that, I don't think. 2 blinks is 32 meters, is it? And they'll be at 24 for 1 blink. God, so it is right on the brink, innit? Right on the brink. Damn. Dude, she's going to be well stressful. I think she's going to be really stressful to play. We'll see, though. Okay, Catatonic Boy's Treasure reduces extra fatigue from chain blinks by 100%. So 0.5 seconds. 0.5 seconds reduced extra fatigue. Okay, so what that is once you've blinked twice, you actually get more fatigue. Even though you've had to wait 6 seconds to get to, you do get punished with a fatigue, yes. But this reduces it by... wait, so... I can work shit out here because they're giving me actual details without wanting... Well, not really wanting to, but this says 100%, which is 0.5 seconds. So that means... Wait, by 100... Wait. By 100%... Wait, so does it get rid of the extra fatigue? It probably gets rid of the extra fatigue. So the extra fatigue is 0.5 seconds. That's what it looks like. Because 100% is getting rid of it, no? You'd think so. It eliminates additional fatigue in short. Yeah, there you go. So the extra fatigue, if you don't use this, is 0.5 seconds. So you get the 0.5 seconds slow down. Then the 3 second... I think the 3 second does happen while you're being fatigued, though, which is, thank God. But that's added on to the... what's the normal fatigue? Is that another 0.5? Or is that 1 second? I'm not sure. Dark Kincture, I think. Decreases blink recharge time by 20%. 0.6 seconds. That'll be used. The recharge time. You get 0.6 seconds. Uncommon. Pocket Watch increases duration of chain blink window by 13%. 0.2 seconds. You have 0.2 seconds longer in the duration of the chain blink window. That's just not worth it. Like, that's not worth it. 0.2 seconds. It's... Anxious Grasp, I think... blinking past a survivor. Okay, this is another silly one, and once again to give points. It's almost like they're turning the nurse into like a farm killer. You don't play it to win, you play it to farm. Liz Perk, thank you for the 10 bits. Poor nurse, she's been number 1 for so long, and now she's being dethroned. Oh yeah, massively. Like, Freddy might be better now and stuff. Fucking Ghostface might be. Like, she's really dethroned. She isn't just a bit. She's really, like, what it looks like, she's... like, bad. We'll see, though. Speculation. I always have to say that, because it is speculation. Okay, so another weird one. Anxious Grasp. Blinking past a survivor causes them to scream and awards 200 blood points in the devious category for terrifying them. You don't get out. It just makes them scream, which is cool for them, because it's scary. But I think that'll be kind of annoying. Zenithy, thank you for the 100 bits. Speculating new nurse is giving me PTSD of old Freddy. Crosses, thank you for the $5. If these changes stand, you'll be able to use pallets on her as well. Since you'll see her for... Yeah, that's actually true. That's true. Yeah. Pallets will be easier. Though I can use pallets on the old nurse anyway. You've seen me do it so many times. It's just muscle memory, timing it. Levers, thank you for the 40 bits. So Spirit is now the best in the game. Called it. Really scared for Spirit's future. And again, nerfed. You'll see, and then I'll say called it. Okay, so what is this? Antaxic respiration reduces base blink fatigue duration by 12.5. Oh, see, I can work this out, but it's awkward. Wait. Base blink fatigue duration, 12.5% is 0.25 seconds. Can someone work this out, guys? I don't... Oh, I missed spasmodic. Oh, I did. Oh, sorry. Spasmodic breath. Hitting a survivor with a successful blink disables the ability to blink and increases the nurse's base movement for 60 seconds. She becomes a mouse one killer. She becomes a mouse one killer for 60 seconds once she hits you with a blink. So, Worst Legion, right? Worst Legion. You get them injured and then you're mouse one. Seems like Worst Legion. Brody, thank you for the 10 bits. Everyone will start to main survivor. Yeah. Sounds like Legion, no? You injure them and then you mouse one. But yeah, can anyone work that out, guys? So if 12.5% is 0.25 seconds, what is 100%, guys? I can't be else working it out. I could work it out. 25 is 50. Okay, fuck it. 25 is 50. So 50. Wait, is that 2 seconds? Wait, no. 50. Yeah, it is 2 seconds. So it's 2.5. Whoa, okay. Wait, so does she get the blink recharge in the fatigue? That's what we need to look for. It says that it does. But yeah, 2 seconds. So her blink fatigue is 2 seconds, which I think it might have always been. Really? Was it 2 seconds? Anyway, whatever. 2 seconds, and then it's 2.5 seconds if you blink and then blink. But does she get the charge back while she's in fatigue? One of them. Because if she doesn't, she's dead. But I think she does. Blink recharge starts when fatigue starts. So base with 2 blinks, you have 2.5 seconds fatigue, then 3.5 seconds blink recharge for both blinks. Got you. Okay. Yeah, because she'd be dead. She'd be dead. Do you go slower when you're fatigued? I always felt like you did, but I can't tell. Fragile Wheeze decreases blink recharge time by 30%, 0.9 seconds. Heavy Panting increases maximum blink range by 20%, 4 meters. And it increases maximum blink charge time by 20%. So this is what they should have done. Instead of knee-jerk, oh my god, let's just change her pretty much completely, they should have done stuff like this, because this is actually a well-thought-out, smart thing, and it addresses how they overlooked Omega Blink and how range add-ons work. By increasing the blink range by 20%, they're also increasing the blink charge time by 20%, which makes it strong, but it evens out because you have to charge longer to go further. Obvious, but also this range might not be as big as Omega. I can't remember how far Omega was, but I have a feeling it was more than 4 meters. So lower Omega with charge time, but that's an add-on which I would say yes to. If I was like in charge, I'd be like, yes, that's a smart add-on. That's what should have been done from day one. Very rare. Bad Man's last breath. Hitting a survivor with successful blink attack grants the nurse the undetectable status for 16 seconds. It can only be triggered once every minute. Why? Estriel, thank you for the 95 bits. Laughing at myself, can you imagine what someone a year ago would think if you told them in the future Freddy would be better than Nurse? Yeah! I mean, maybe. It's all speculation, but I know this game. I'm looking at this stuff. It doesn't look promising. Aha, thank you for... Oh, I said that, didn't I? 100 bits. Appreciate it, man. Campbell's last breath. After reappearing from a fully charged blink, the nurse immediately blinks at half... Oh, God, what is this? I saw this. What is this? Guys, What is this? It's so weird. Okay, so Campbell's last breath. After reappearing from a fully charged blink, so after blinking 24 meters, right? I think it's 24 meters. After how many meters is one blink, guys? I forgot. 20. After blinking fully, woof, 20 meters, you automatically, immediately blink at half charge in the direction she is currently facing. What's half? Oh, okay, I see. So this is like a catch-up thing. So like if someone's running straight forward, this is to like catch up to them. But the thing, what happens with that is it just where the mind game is. It purposely throws you forward. That'll be like so, like once you realise they've got that, they'll be like putty. It'll be so confusing too for you as the nurse because you have no control once you've blinked. It just blinks you. Half chain blink is 6 meters. No, I think what it's saying is... Oh, wait. No. I think what it's saying... Where is it? Is it'll go forward at half the charge. So instead of it being 3 seconds of charge time, it'll only take 1.5 seconds away. So you can charge again, you see? Do you get what I mean? It'll be annoying, but it might be needed. I don't know. But do you get what I mean? I think that's what they're saying. God, these names, guys. Kavanaugh's last breath increases maximum blink range by 30%. This is the biggest blink range. 6 meters. 6 meters. I'm pretty sure these are nerfed as well. Like Omega Blink, I'm pretty sure it was further than 6 meters. But it might not have been, but I'm pretty sure it was. And I wonder if these stack, these range add-ons. But yeah, anyway, once again, I would have approved this tick. Increases the maximum blink range by 30%, increases the maximum blink charge time by 30%. Yep, that makes sense. That's what it should have been. Jennifer's last breath. After blinking, allows the nurse to immediately blink back to her original position by pressing the secondary power button. Wait, can she never blink forward? After blinking, allows the nurse to immediately blink back to an original position by pressing the secondary power button, requires a blink charge and must be triggered during the chain blink window. Does that mean that you can't two blink? Only backwards? How does that work? Secondary power is control. Oh, okay. Okay. When they say secondary power, I just think just blinking. Okay, so she can go forwards or backwards with that. Guys, I'm so confused. Dude, Nurse was like the hardest killer easily in the game. She might be even harder than what she were. Like, she was like 10 times harder than anything in the game. With no add-ons, she was easy like 10 times harder. She might be harder than that now. Okay, now we get to the... very questionable ones. Are you ready? Are we ready for these, guys? These ones are very questionable. Ultra rare. So these should be the best, right? Just seeing if I did anything there. So, Matchbox. Rarity changed from common to ultra rare. Removes 1 blink charge, so you only get 1 blink, but it increases base movement speed to 4.2 ms, which is less than 110%, by the way. It's, I don't know what it is. It's like 105. So she's slower than Huntress with 1 blink. How are you going to do any pressure? She might be okay at getting 1 survivor every now and again, but how is she going to pressure a map going that slow? Can someone tell me? Like, how is she going to pressure a map? How is she going to go on Red Forest or Temple of Purgation, or however you say it, or Fractured Cowshed, or just big maps? How is she going to pressure, she's going to be moving so slow. Pressure gens, by the way. And torn bookmark, okay. Rarity change from common to ultra rare. Adds 1 blink charge, so she can blink 3 times. Zenith, thank you for the 100 bits. 4.2 is tier 1 Maya's speed. There you go. So she turns into tier 1 Maya's forever. With a blink. The blink's cool. But how are you going to pressure? I don't understand how you're going to pressure. As I said, the only way to win with her is going to be camping slugging now, I'm pretty sure. Which isn't my style, so I won't do that, and I guess we'll see what happens. Liz Perk, thank you for the 10 bits as well. But guys, remember the ultimate advice in situations like this: play Survivor or go to Civilization. Okay, torn bookmark. This is the last one. Rarity change from common to ultra rare. Adds 1 blink charge, so she can free blink, but at a cost. The nurse can no longer blink to locations not in her line of sight. So she can't blink through any wall. She can go through windows. She can go over pallets. But as soon as you hit a wall, you're pretty much fucked, right? Like, the counterplay is going to be insane. So, imagine that on Hawkins. Imagine it on Larry's, yeah. So I'm guessing you can go through windows. I mean, maybe you can't, but you should be able to, because that's what it's saying, right? And that's an ultra rare. So there you go. All these changes are available to test starting tomorrow. So today we are going to check them out. On the play test build will be included in the following mid-chapter update. We look forward to hearing what you think. Well, I think it's quite bad. I think it's massive knee-jerk reaction. Not understanding why the nurse is strong and just completely gutting her to try and find out where, maybe. I don't know. Literally, honestly, all the nurse needed were no add-ons, and she would have been fine. Maybe a bit longer fatigue. Add a tiny bit longer fatigue, and then you've got a really difficult killer, which rewards you when you get good, like really good at the killer, and punishes you if you're not good with her. And there you go. But yeah, there you go. That's the nurse little tweaks. Little tweaks, which I knew they weren't going to be. Levers, thank you for the 40 bits. Just looked at the DVD Twitter, already people calling for Spirit next. Yep. The thing is, they can get their own way. And I've said this before. If you DC enough, if you strike enough, if you complain enough, you get your own way. Loads of people complain about Nurse. It took a while. But people complain about Spirit. The thing is, though, when are the devs going to realise that instead of you getting better to go against the killer and just complaining about what killers are more difficult, when will they realise, like, which killer will it take for them to be like, oh, wait a minute, we're making every killer worse just because people don't know how to play versus them, instead of going for, like, them getting better, basically, is what I'm saying. Because if you get your own way, whenever something isn't fun for your side, you'll just keep asking for it because you're just so used to it. It's spoiled, right? Spoiled. Entitled. I think the DC's show enough, right? Your boy Ghostface could be better than Nurse. Seriously, Nurse might be dead. I guess we'll see. But there you go. That's everything. This will be on YouTube if you want to see it. I've talked through it all. I've given you my advice.